Dedication is the point where you understand what you have to do and you try to do it to the best of your ability and you give everything you have.
I define dedication as going to swim practice every day and completing the sets 100% and 100% of your ability.
No matter what's on the board, they always swim it with a smile on their face and just keep going.
And I believe you show it in the swim meets when all your hard work pays off.
Dedication, commitment, motivation, all words thrown around often, but few really understand what they really stand for and how they're really shown. But what is dedication? How do you stay motivated and committed? What factors play into these?
The Vikings boys swim team began their season in late November of last year. The team had a long summer of training and preparing themselves, getting ready to get back in the water. You could see from the very start that on this team, guys were motivated like they hadn't been any prior season.
My name is Kelvin Grisdala.
My name is Logan Prater.
Hi, my name's Carson Ritter.
I am Brian Gwisdala.
I'm a junior at Marysville High School and a member of the swim team.
I'm a junior and it's my first year on swim.
I'm a sophomore and I've been on the swim team for 2 years.
The varsity boys swim coach.
Once the season started going, we kind of got that sense of a team, and obviously with everything that has happened to this team and the program, getting that feeling of a team and a family back together was something that was really important and really big for everybody, I feel. So once we got that established, everything seemed to go a lot better.
It's my first year, so it's difficult to adjust to a new sport.
I felt pretty slow because I haven't practiced in a while.
At the beginning of the season, I was nervous. I've never coached swim before. I never swam competitively. So it was obviously a very short time from when I took the position to when the season started. So it was a whole lot of reading, a whole lot of videos online and researching practice plans and things like that.
There was motivation from guys who were stepping up into leadership roles from being the underdogs last season and wanting to prove themselves. And there was also a drive from many of the guys to want to pull their weight, if not more, because compared to previous seasons, they were short many guys, having a much smaller team to hold the same reputation. This only served as motivation and as an opportunity to much of the team, feeling as if it was finally their turn to take the top spots and show their ability and potential.
I think the swim meets and beating everyone else is what motivated me to keep swimming and to practice harder.
I think I just tried to make it so that we were having fun as we were doing this, because obviously swimming is one of the toughest sports you can do as far as, full body, physical. There's no jogging. If you stop swimming, you sink or you're just laying there. So it's a tough sport, so we try to just keep it fun and keep it light and rely on a lot of the senior leadership we had this year.
Going into the first couple meets of the season, the team struggled to win, despite many guys setting personal records, winning races, and going their hardest. They had the drive, they simply just didn't have the numbers. They didn't let this stop them from pressing on, however, and in the very next meet on January 11th, the boys were able to take a lead over L'Anse Creuse North and win by a margin of 26 points.
After our first win, that was something that was really an out of this world experience for this young team to come together and pull off a win against a school like L'Anse Creuse. It was something that everybody was really proud of, and we were all pretty psyched up about it.
The season continued, and even though this team was going head-to-head with teams sometimes over double their size, they still managed to make a good mark on them, losing by only a few points in a loss, and winning 2 more meets. This drive and motivation saw many guys on the team excel to a new level they hadn't before, with more guys than ever before qualifying for top meets, taking top places, and setting personal records as the season went on.
I would definitely compare it as better because I've been practicing harder and better.
This season, I definitely did a lot better than I had last season, and even in the previous season. I dropped a lot of time on the 100 free and on the 100 back, and we had some really good relay teams too.
In February, close to the end of the season, the boys prepared for their county meet, the last time they would race their neighboring schools in the pool. This was a chance for these guys to show what they can do against 3 separate teams of tough competition. They did not disappoint. Members of the team medaled in almost every event, and several teams were swamped that not only broke their previous personal records, but left them in the dust. This was a really motivating meet for the team leading into their conference meet, just a couple weeks after.
For me, the county meet was good. I placed in all 4 races. I got 2 firsts and 2 seconds.
4 sports, pretty fun. There's a lot of teams there. Knew a lot of the guys from other teams, so yeah, it was fun.
After the county meet, I was feeling pretty good. We all really came together and pulled it off and just performed to the best of our abilities, and I couldn't ask for anything more from these guys.
The season began closing in, the conference championship got closer, and each member of the team was getting ready in their own way, polishing off their details of their technique and working hard every day to prepare. This was the final stretch for many members of the team, getting ready for what would be the last time they would compete in the pool.
You know, we were tapering at the end of the year so that we weren't burned out getting into the MAC meet. So when we went down there on Friday and Saturday, the boys did a great job just putting their best effort forward. Obviously, you want the better competition because it's going to pull you along in the pool, and we had a lot of guys set personal bests, and our 400 relay team got first place. So that's just a win right there when everybody, you know, peaks at the right time and gets their best time at the end of the season.
The national anthem played and the meet began. The first 4 relay swimmers prepared themselves for the first event. The meet went on and the team did not disappoint. They were matched against teams over double their size and still placed in the top finals, in top 3 spots in almost every race. Though several races were won and each individual scored higher than individuals on other teams, they could not compensate for not being able to have as many people competing. But still, even then, they beat out half the teams there. Almost every member of the team set out some sort of personal record that night. Though they may not have won their championships this year, there was more than enough victory over that weekend to be happy with the results of the season and the time put in to accomplish that.
You know, and again, just with some of the things that we had going on with guys with some illness during the season, again, you know, we had guys PR at the end of the season, and that's all I can ask for as a coach. You know, it's one of those sports we can't control anything the other team does, so you just got to go out and put your best effort in every time you get in the pool. So overall, I was pleased. You know, obviously we'd like to see more wins, but I still think it was a good season.
This season for the team was a season of stepping up and dedication for much of the team. Seniors were giving it their last go and passing the torch down to the younger guys, showing what can come when you stay motivated, learn to lead, and love doing something. As far as team effort goes and personal ability, along with the size of this team, their season could not have ended in any better way. They seized every opportunity at the end, and that made it feel like every moment during it was worth it. In the end, this was a season and a team that will set a mark for years to come.